Certain characters, we care about from the first time we meet them, and we're hooked, and we want to know where they're going to go. And other characters, we be like cliches. It's the same kind of cop we've seen before, the same kind of criminal we've seen before, the same kind of mother-father we've seen before, and they just don't have they don't hook our curiosity, and they don't have the potential to become something really that we've never met before. And I can't tell you what that is. All I can tell you is that, you'll know it when you see it. And how to step out of your own writing and look at it and answer those questions, it's a special talent.
About how much to plan out as well, there's all kinds of different, if you look in your handout, there is an interview with Noah Hawley, who wrote Fargo, the TV series. That series was meticulously planned out, all the scripts written before the first episode was shot. Okay? So he knew exactly where that was going, and he obviously knows what his second season's about because he keeps dropping hints to it all through that season. On the other hand, the writer of Babylon 5, there's also a quote from him in the handout, he plotted all 5 seasons of Babylon 5 on 5x3 cards. He had 110 5x3 cards, one for every episode, and he had a trap door built in for every plot line, every character, because he knew actors die, they quit, they get fired for whatever reason. So he had the whole thing planned out before he even wrote the first episode. And he kept that to himself. Then you have other people, The Sopranos. David Chase, what he knew when he was writing The Sopranos was every season Tony takes on a different familial role, but he didn't know what else. So the first season is Tony as a son, both in terms of his family, towards his mother, and towards Uncle Junior in the crime family. Then it's Tony as a brother, Tony as a husband, Tony as a father, Tony as a boss. Those are the 5 seasons. So they planned that out. The Wire, they knew from day one, the first season is going to be the projects, the second season is going to be set on the docks, the third season is going to be set here, but they didn't know exactly what was going to happen in every single one. The worst thing you could do is pretend you know where you're going, tell the audience that you know where you're going, and then lie with every single episode that you make, which some people do. They just pretend we know where the ending is going, we have a plan, and all this stuff, and then they lie, and everyone gets frustrated and pissed off, which is what happened with Lost, right? Everyone just got sick of it when they realized they've made this up as they go along. There's no way they know anything about it. And in fact, if you look at TV shows that have an arc, there is always, they'll have filler episodes, right, where there's a monster of the week or there's a problem on the island, whatever. But there'll be episodes where they're saying, we're going to resolve the big question of the show. Battlestar Galactica, are they going to get home, for example? Lost, will they get off the island? The big question, will Dexter be unmasked? And will Heisenberg get unmasked? All these guys, the big question. And here's a fun thing you can do. Take a note at the beginning of the episode, how much you know about what's happening, and then at the end of that little storyline, see how much has changed. If nothing has changed, nothing will. Because if they've planned out their series, they want to get to the better parts of the show. They want to get to their ending because they know it's the best bit of the show, right? So they don't tread water. But if they don't know where they're going, they'll tread water forever. They just reset the show. They have something happen, they have something big happen, you think the big thing is going to happen, then something comes in and it goes back to where it was, or in fact you lose information, which is what happened in Lost. And after a while you start picking up, they're just treading water, they're not going anywhere. So if you haven't plotted everything out, don't pretend that you have and lie, but some people, they'll plot out just what the basic theme of a season will be, and other people will plot every single episode out, but it's depending on what you're doing.